Welcome to the Big Biz Show, featuring insight, analysis, and a lot of stuff that's none of your business.
Hold on. This is the Big Biz Show. I think it is their business.
Making the markets work for you. Here's the man with the plan, Sully.
Appreciate all the support you give me during my career. So you know I have to stop by and meet you. Fans like you allow me to play the game I lost for so long, and I'm very grateful for you. Now, come over here and take a picture with Papi. How about that?
I have to announce the return of AP Silverrstieen.
Oh,
AP Silverrstieen.
Really honored to be back, and thank you very much. And it's a whole new look over there in the studio. And again, I as we spoke earlier, I expressed my condolences what happened with Russ, and certainly he was a great sport with all we did in the past with his holograms and AR.
Got it.
Hi, Mike. Nice to meet you.
AP, good to see you again.
You guys know each other? You guys know each other?
I think we've done stuff where I was still doing sports and AP was on, and our paths seem to have crossed over. But AP, what's new? What's going on since the last time we had you on?
It's been a while, gentlemen. It's good to see you, and certainly it's been a number of months. And I think the big announcement for ImagineAR certainly has been that we have signed our first NFL team. First big sport team, the Baltimore Ravens, will be integrating our tech. Exactly. With their app, and there'll be huge fan engagement opportunities using ImagineAR tech coming this fall. So that was a huge win for us. And,
wow.
Very excited to be there.
Yeah, I think, first of all, it's great to have you back. And I will tell you, that's an earth-shattering sort of an event. Now, that was coming, or I know you couldn't talk about it because you're CEO of a publicly traded company. But that was coming for a while. Do you think now that with that sort of crack open of the door, that the rest of them come falling, and next comes Major League Baseball along with all the soccer properties you guys already have?
Well, it certainly puts us in a great position, right? And the app developers, a company called Yinscam, is the #1 global sports app developer, and they have hundreds of teams. So we think that with the Ravens, they're seen as a leader in the world of tech and fan engagement and highly respected. We think this is going to open up a lot of doors for us. And we've already seen some inbound sales inquiries as well from that announcement. So that certainly is a big win for us. And I think, we've discussed previously, that's our second big Baltimore client, because we also closed a deal with McCormick's Seasoning and integrated our tech with their app using their very famous social media influencer, Tabitha, as a hologram in their well-known app called Flavor Maker.
Yeah, so this was a, you're talking about a $6 billion company, okay? Spices. Okay, Catalent? Catalent Technologies makes all the gel caps in your life, Advil, all your vitamin E's. They made the vaccines. They're a $4 billion company. The guys that make paprika and garlic salt are a $6 billion company. Talk about that deal. What are they using AR to do TV advertising? Are they doing it to reach out to existing clients? Are they using email? How are they working this?
It was actually a deal that started with Gray Advertising. So Gray, certainly well-known, highly respected, part of WPP Group, multi-billion-dollar ad agency in the world. They selected to use our tech with their app development company called ArcTouch, and they wanted to highlight Tabitha, their spokesperson in Instagram, has a huge following, that you can cook with Tabitha in her kitchen. So you can have a hologram appear next to you in the kitchen and then share it in social media. So it was a big win for us. Certainly it was Gray and McCormick. And again, this kind of opened up a lot of eyes out in the marketplace. It started allowing new leads and opportunities to come in, and our sales funnel is starting to grow significantly as we're starting to get to the top level clients since we've been speaking, right? So that we're starting to get the well-known brands. And by the way, McCormick also owns Old Bay, which is great on a potato chip.
Old Bay seasoning. Can you bring us back to a gentler time?
Oh my God!
Remember Old Bay?
Utz potato chips and their Old Bay seasons.
Exactly.
Top of the pyramid.
Hey, let's talk about you know, some of the stuff that you guys started off with and where it is now, and because I think the main market driver here is these sports teams with their huge fan bases, right? I mean, you've got a built-in audience with these guys.
Yeah, and COVID changed the entire game. Ironic, isn't it? That once COVID changed the attendance at physical sports, going into stadiums, there had to be a new way to drive new revenue, new engagement, build community. As many people through the COVID crisis, which is still continuing somewhat, but really fans have returned back to stadiums, is how do you engage the younger audience, the new audience who grew up on phones and the TikTok, the Instagram, esports, e-games, and how you're going to get them to go to a game and interact. And AR and doing the holograms, which we've made quite popular, really started to drive fun, interactive engagement. We also did a deal with Jet Media for Ronaldinho, which you opened up this little segment with, who's one of the greatest soccer legends in history, where you could take photos and pictures with him. And that actually got promoted at ESPN Brazil and took off significantly. So you're seeing a huge response to using AR and holograms as everyone goes and jumps into the world of the metaverse.
So here's my last question for you, AP. And look at here, we have a selfie going on with the band here. Of course, that's with the Sully band. A little
awesome.
Selfie happening. You know what? This is.
That is awesome.
I mean, that's the thing that these things are about. I mean, you get a Mick Jagger doing that.
Oh.
Or you get. I mean, I'd pay thousands of dollars for that. I would. I mean, brands would pay for that as an endorsement.
Look who I ran into.
Yeah. Before we let you get out of here today, what does the next 6 months look like for you as a publicly traded company? Are we hammering new clients every day? Is there any more big teams that you're looking at that you can actually divulge yet?
Well, we can't say much, but certainly pretty excited as the second half of the year comes around and the holiday season is sooner than later going to be coming upon us. And we're pretty confident and optimistic of a future where you're going to see the ones we've done, the Ronaldinho, the Ravens, McCormick, professional bull riders. We also signed 2 UK resellers, so expansion overseas. We're strongly believe the sales funnel is going to grow enormously, and really optimistic as AR, from when we first started talking, right, has become a household word name now that everyone knows and related to the metaverse. And just tighten your seatbelts. It's going to be a hell of a ride for the rest of this year into 2023.
Yeah, I think you should take a look at this. By the way, they are publicly traded under the stock symbol IPNFF. IPNFF. What that means is when you have 5 letters in a stock symbol and it ends with F, it means it's a foreign-held company trading in the U.S. So typically, Canadian companies or other companies from overseas that are domiciled there, but they trade in the United States, have an F at the end that stands for foreign company. But he's not a Ferner. He's Alen Paul Silverrstieen, AP Silverrstieen.
Dang.
Love
Ravens.
it, guys. Glad to have you back, buddy. We'll see you next week. Brian Parenteau, audio engineer. Chloe Drysdale. Yes, Mr. Drysdale Donner. Works at the bank.